contenedor.
¡Qué puta barbaridad!
In recent weeks, floods have swept across large parts of Spain, following sudden torrential rains that led to devastating flooding. This natural disaster was not simply an accident. A combination of climatic, urban, and administrative factors contributed to the severity of the event. In this article, we discuss how the flooding in Spain occurred, its causes, its consequences, and what needs to be changed to avoid a tragedy.
Mira. La puta madre. La pica se la carga también.
In the Valencia region and neighboring areas, heavy rains swept away homes and roads, and infrastructure collapsed in some areas, causing significant human and material losses. Many residents were surprised by the sudden collapse of waterways and flash floods that swept away streets, cars, and sometimes even cemeteries or cellars, creating a humanitarian emergency. Thousands of people were evacuated from their homes as rivers overflowed or were close to overflowing. Transport services were halted, and some roads and bridges were submerged. Economic damages were estimated at billions of euros, particularly to agriculture, property, and infrastructure, with the banking sector suffering significant losses. Human losses. Hundreds of people were killed and missing, many trapped inside homes or cars. Psychological effects. Panic, shock, and material loss affected individuals, families, and communities. Internal displacement. Those who lost their homes or residential areas were forced to seek temporary shelter or relocate to other areas. Economic losses. Agriculture, private property, businesses, and infrastructure were all damaged, crops destroyed, factories halted production, and jobs affected. Authorities have announced massive financial aid packages for those affected, including support for farmers, infrastructure repairs, home purchases, or rental subsidies for some affected people. Criticism has been directed at the lack of early warning in some cases, or the delay in disseminating warnings even after floods began to sweep through areas. Also, urban planning and infrastructure systems that are outdated or designed without sufficient consideration for climate change are considered contributing factors to the increased losses.
Eso es de macarro. Todos esos tubos, todo eso. Mira, un depósito de gasoil, todo. Viene para abajo. Un coche. Ese coche es de macarro, me parece. Es lo que es del Tony. Coche, tío, qué pena. Buah, te rompe la vuelta entera, tío. Allá te va. Ese es de macarro, me parece. Que cada vez viene más agua. Que cada vez viene más agua. Que cada vez viene...
The flooding in Spain is not just a passing event, it is a stark warning of the vulnerability of many communities to climate change and extreme weather events. What happened in Valencia and other regions demonstrates that it is not just the amount of rain that is the problem, but also how land and infrastructure are managed, and how communities are prepared to deal with unexpected events. If serious steps are not taken to prepare and prevent, the disaster could happen again, perhaps with even greater losses. The important thing now is to learn from the past and plan for the future, before floods strike again. Please support us by liking and subscribing to the channel to receive all our latest updates.